His second argument is that the money that he brought to you, the donations, were, he was just following the orders of Congressman Jojo Ang, who had given him explicit instructions to collect the donations from the contractors and bring them to you as a show of support for the projects and programs and nothing more. There was no quid pro quo there.
Yes, first of all, he never once mentioned that name to me in my meeting with him. And he said that the suporta is pinapadala ng mga contractors. He'd say that someone else told him to get that suporta to. That's why I'm wondering why he doesn't mention the contractors. And yet he's bringing in some totally different person into this conversation. The other thing is that person doesn't even have any projects in the first district of Batangas. So I'm just pointing out that there is a conspicuous omission of the contractors that actually do have projects in the first district who gave this money, who he told me are willing to give money. And I can name some of them now, but I think that it would actually be useful if Engineer Calalo in his next statements can also name the contractors who he spoke to, and that the media can also look at the list of who are the contractors of the projects in the first district of Batangas.
That money, the 3.1 million, that's what you're referring to. The contractors donated that money, or yung subsequent promise.
So the 3.1 million was from, well, it was in a bag with a receipt of 3 projects of Top Tech Trading and Construction Corporation, which, if you trace the corporate papers, is owned by a certain El Rey Jose Noche from Lemery, Batangas. There, another contractor who I have said publicly and also in my affidavit that was willing to give 15 million pesos cash. And there are other contractors that he spoke to, including, by the way, one contractor that is connected to a sitting member of Congress who is from Batangas, who he also did not mention in his affidavit, but whom I have discussed with Engineer Calalo several times, is involved in projects that we are looking into in the district. So I'm only pointing these things out to raise questions on what seems to be deliberate omissions from Engineer Calalo's affidavit.